Okay, we're just testing the streaming setup for tomorrow's live stream with Trevor Dickinson. See if this works. Okay, let's check it out on the channel. Look at that handsome devil. 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 The eye stream is working. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Look at that handsome devil. The eye stream is two Douglases. Okay. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. Okay. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. Okay. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. Let me see if it's on Skype. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. Let me see if it's on Skype. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. Let me see if it's on Skype. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. Let me see if it's on Skype. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. That's kind of a spooky sound. See if it's on Skype. I must be getting a loop from someplace else. That's kind of a spooky sound. See if it's on Skype. Mike. Okay. Now, I think it could have been because I had the audio turned on my camera above this monitor right here. But I've got that turned off now. Does that sound better? Yeah. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, I think I had the audio on my webcam that was acting funky. My last image over there is stuck on the screen. That's my Skype image. That'll be Trevor Dickinson tomorrow. It's all right. I can get rid of that. Okay, need to boost a little bit. Let's see what we can do. You know, this is not the best headset in the world. I really need to get a better headset. right, let's see if there's any place else I can boost that volume. Yeah, that is a little bit quiet, isn't it? That's cranked max right there. Aha, there we go. Okay, I'm going to boost it up to about 3 decibels now. Okay, I boosted the mic audio up about 3 decibels. Does that sound any better? I'll sing a song for you guys so you can test the audio. Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream. Okay, I'm not really going to sing for you guys. Okay, Toast says higher. So if Toast says higher, we go higher. There, I just bumped it up to 5 decibels. Hey, Chris, by the way, I was wondering if you're going to go to that Class Amiga Commodore show in April. I think it's the 25th and 26th, put on by Robert Bernardo. Were you planning on showing up there? Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah, I'm getting a booth there. So if you want to bring, well, first of all, are you getting a booth? And second, if you're not, maybe I'll talk to Robert, see if I can get 2 tables if you got some stuff you want to bring too. You know, Jack, you're right. I was actually thinking about getting a hold of you and seeing if you wanted to test it out. It's certainly not too late. I could Skype you in right now if you got time, Jack. It's certainly not too late. I could Skype you in right now if you got time, Jack. Well, that'd be great, Chris, if you're going to show up there. Like I said, if you have some stuff you want to bring, I'll talk to Robert and see if I can grab 2 tables. I'm planning on bringing VIC-20, my SX64. I've got a new Commodore 64C, the one that I bought when I was up at Amy West, and I'm turning it into a Geos machine. So this thing will be 100% Geos all the time, and I'm going to bring that with, and then probably just my Amiga 1200. Last time to Amy West, I brought my Amiga 2000 and my Checkmate case back here, and it was just so much stuff, and I don't want to carry all that stuff. Oh yeah, yeah. Bring that yellow Commodore 128. That thing's hilarious. Yeah. Ooh, you know what would be fun? If you did come, Chris, and bring your Amiga 1200, we should get together and see if we can link them together and get like a really cool multiplayer game going on. I bet people would get a kick out of that. I know some of the racing games have multiplayer over Serial, I think, or we could do it over the network. Oh, speaking of that Ultimate 64, I just ordered that new board from Eduarana, that little Amiga 500 board, or that goes into Amiga 500 case. That's an AGA with an 020 and has 20 megs of fast RAM and 2 megs of chip RAM. That thing looks sweet, and apparently he's already sold out. Amiga Love, Eric, mentioned it this morning, and then I put it on my page too on Twitter, and like an hour later, all 30 of them were pre-ordered and sold. You know, I think that secondary echo is because I'm getting some volume out of my speakers on my monitor. Let me turn that down. Let me see what I can do here. Menu. Please pardon me while I test things out. But I do appreciate you guys hanging around for a minute while I get this stuff figured out. Yep, I think that echo is coming from my monitor. I've got this Samsung monitor that has some cheesy little speakers, and I think it's doing some feedback. Let me see what I can do. Oh yeah, the Mega 65, Mr. B, is a sweet, sweet thing. They're doing it an interesting way and not taking any pre-orders for it. They're doing it an interesting way and not taking any pre-orders for it. There we go. Okay, I just turned off the monitor's speakers, so I'm wondering if that echo is going away. So let me know if that echo that you guys were hearing a few minutes ago is gone. Gone, 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 gone. Sorry, can't help myself. Okay, yeah, it was the fact that the monitor it had this really, really low volume in the background, and it was echoing back. Good. So, Jack, are you in front of your machine? Do you want to pop on Skype and we can see if that works? Well, forget it, Jack. I'm just going to call you. And if you're there, you're there. And if you're not, you're not. Calling Jack Kalk. Come in, Jack Kalk. Calling Jack Kalk. Come in, Jack Kalk. Mr. B, you don't think they're going to get the case funded? I donated some money to them. I think it was like 40 or 50 bucks. But from what I understand, they're going to do it anyways. It just means that the final price of the machine will have to be higher per machine if they don't get good funding on the case. I could be wrong about that, though. Oh my goodness, yeah. You're right, Fair Fight. I'm sorry. I still call you Fair Fight sometimes. Retro Box Room. Why are you up at 3:45 a.m.? That's insane. Sorry, checking to see if Jack Kalk is there with Skype. Nope, he's not. Oh, wait. Okay, looks like Jack is saying I should connect via Skype before we launch OBS, but that's okay. Yeah, it seems to be working. Yeah, Mr. B, I think the cases are a bit of a chunk of the overall cost of the system, but man, it's looking good. You know, for this Mega 65, I think I would pay 400. Yeah, I'd probably pay 400 for one of those. Would you guys go any higher on one of those Mega 65s, or do you think 400 is a reasonable price? I didn't get any cool stuff for Christmas for retro stuff. Last year I got some cool T-shirts and things like that. This year I just got regular clothes from my family, but that's cool. I'm happy with clothes for Christmas. Yep. Okay. Looks like Jack's not available for Skyping. But yeah, I think it's going to work. Well, thank you guys for joining me and checking out my little test stream here. I'm glad there were some people around to make sure my audio was going to work okay. The actual stream starts tomorrow at it's 8 o'clock Tucson time. So let's see, California time, that'll be 7. Oh my goodness, 7 o'clock California time and 10 o'clock Eastern time and 3 o'clock Ireland time. And they just barely managed to squeeze me in. Oh my goodness. You just got an Ultimate 64? Man, I've been tempted by one of those. I really have. Those are such nice pieces of equipment. Oh, yeah. Just look me up on Skype, Toast. Let me type it in here. Douglas at dctechaz.com. You can just look me up on Skype right there. I think that's the account that I use. Let's see. I should probably memorize these things, but I use Skype so infrequently. Yeah, that's my Skype. Oh, good, Mr. B. I'm glad. I'm assuming, given that the time that it's going to be on, a good percentage of the people are going to be in the UK, because us lazy Americans on a Saturday, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, they're all going to be sleeping. But I'm hoping we get a good crowd tomorrow. I promoted it fairly widely on Facebook and on the Twitters and things like that. And I'm hoping that the guys at Amiga Ireland make an announcement about it. Also, another announcement about it tomorrow. Hey, it's Mr. Toast. Okay, we're getting the Mr. Toast on here. Hey, look, I see a SCART cable. That's pretty exciting. Hey, oh, now that's just plain trippy. Let me get you in here on, let's see, we're going to call this one Toast. And we're going to pull you in. No, you sound just fine.
All right.
Oh, look, it's Upside Down Toast on YouTube.
Right.
Let's shrink you down. Man, you got a high-resolution camera there.
It's a Logitech C930, I think.
Yeah, I've got the C615. That's a pretty darn good camera.
Yeah.
The webcam that you see me on Skype itself is my built-in webcam on my Lenovo laptop, and it is hot, stinking garbage. But only you can see that one. Everybody else on the YouTube stream sees my nice C615 up there, and that has a pretty good image. It's pretty wide angle, though.
Well, my laptop has a special security feature, and I'll hold it upside down. So this is my security feature. I hope it comes into focus for you.
Oh, it says Toast on it.
Yeah, that's what I keep on my webcam on my laptop, and that way it's not coming on when I don't want it to.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay, let me take a look what we got here. Why am I? Oh, there you are.
So I think your test is good, Doug. You sound really good. The audio volume is pretty normalized to most other YouTube videos. and the picture's good.
That is fantastic. And I'm looking for a way to flip your head upside down in OBS, and I don't see a way
I
to
think that's
flip the video. But
I think that's on my side, so I'll show you my desktop because I think that that's probably what the camera's normally intended to do.
There we go. Yep, you're showing up on Skype just fine too.
All right, fantastic. Yeah.
Yep, now we've got your,
So,
your SCART cable again.
It's a SCART cable. I'm working on it tonight. I'm trying to make a SCART conversion using the Ian Stedman method, but I might have to design a little PCB board to break it out. I'd like to be able to put 75 ohm resistors on the color lines, and the reason why I'm doing this is because my Amiga kit, no offense to Amiga kit, but it's kind of on the hot garbage side as well. This is my current SCART, which actually this is a different one, but it's a pretty low quality PTFE tube. This is not a really good insulator. It doesn't have any shielding, so I get interference and noise on my FrameMeister.
You know?
So my objective with this build would be to overcome that noise issue, reduce the cable length, and have shielding.
You know, I get nasty interference on my video capture too when I use my RGB to SCART cable. I got mine from, how was it, amigastore.eu, I think I got mine from. And I get this snow that goes down the screen whenever I try to do a capture, this yucky snow. Is that what you get too, or do you get a different kind of interference?
I get a little bit of a gray shimmer on the blacks. When you've got a full white camera or full white screen, it's pretty clean, but on blacks, it's having trouble at some of those darker tones. And I really think it's a shielding issue. It's probably picking up RF energy from around my workbench. So I just think it's a quality issue on the cable. I also think the cable run is too long, and that's also degrading it.
Yeah, this is.
But unfortunately, nobody in the states seems to make or have available a really high quality 23 pin to SCART.
Yeah, I agree. Does yours have the audio on it too?
Yes, it has the audio, but it's via breakout so that you can get to the Amiga left and right.
Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. No, that's a good point. Let me know if your cable that you're building gets rid of that snow and that artifacting, because I'm really sick and tired of it. That's really annoying.
Yeah, I will. I'll keep you informed. I'll let you know how it goes.
The guy that I got my RGB to component adapter, did you see my video on that one?
I did, yes. Very nice.
Those are real 23-pin adapters on there, and I talked to him about it the other day, and he said that he's got the place in North America that originally made those connectors for Commodore, making them again and selling them to him. Now, yeah, that's big news, because I spent probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks looking all over the world for somebody who had some of these connectors. And I know Individual Computer sells a few, but I thought there must be somebody out there who's got an old stock of them and wanted to sell them cheap. But I could never find anyone. But he swears he's got a source for them now. I need to ask him if he's willing to share that source with the rest of us. He's a pretty good guy, so maybe he will.
I'll tell you, that would be really good, because I would love to get a genuine 23 pin and not pay 25 euros to get it brought from Germany.
Right, exactly. That's what I was thinking too. Yeah, Retrobox Room is telling us Amiga Kit blah. They're all right. They're good people.
They're nice guys, and they sponsor. They're one of the sponsors for Amy West, and so I've got to give props to them for helping keep the scene alive in that regard.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, I like them. I think they're great people. Matthew's a good guy. And sometimes I think they bite off a little more than they can chew, like with the whole bringing Amiga.org down last year, and it was down for like 6 weeks or 8 weeks. You know, they take on too much, but I think we all do that. You know, I've got all these plans and hopes and dreams of things I want to do, and there's just not enough Doug to go around to do everything. And I just think that's what they run into. But cut them a little slack, man. They're great people.
Oh, I totally agree. Yeah, I think that they're good for the community. Um, and some of the criticisms that you have are really warranted.
Mm-hmm.
But overall, they are a part of the community, and I got to give my hat off to them. They've stuck it out
Yep.
this long,
And
and they produce products that are in
mm-hmm.
demand, and they fulfill a niche. And yeah, you and I might be guys that look for the premium stuff, but and sometimes that premium stuff comes from smaller or other
Mm-hmm.
vendors.
Yeah, I think the guys at Luke from RetroReady.one has been doing a really good job. He's built up his store from, early 2019. I think he had half a dozen items on his store, up to like 20, 30 different things. And he's getting a pool of people who are making these items for the Amiga, custom making them, and just acting as the middleman, selling them to the rest of us. And his prices are pretty good, and the quality's pretty good too. So if you haven't checked out any of Luke's stuff on RetroReady.one, he's got some cool stuff there.
Yeah, he does, and he actually ships pretty quick too to the United States.
Yeah.
To get something from the UK in about 10 days is actually pretty good when you're not paying for the top end shipping
Yep.
options.
Yep. Well, I'll be honest with you, man. Sometimes it's cheaper to buy it from the UK and have it shipped here than it is to buy something from a American company. I don't know why it is, but yeah, shipping's $9 from UK to United States. What? It's 15 here.
Yeah, I can't explain that either. Or it's worse when you're shipping to or from Canada, where it's $20 to ship something
Yes.
cheaper to go to the UK.
Yeah, that's just crazy that shipping to and from Canada. Hmm.
Well, Doug, I think you have a good test. The quality's looking great. I think you're an. What time is it there?
It's 8:50. It's just 9 o'clock right now.
All right, it's 8 o'clock here, so we have an hour delta between the two of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So tomorrow, if you happen to have time at 7 o'clock in the morning, come join the real stream. Hopefully, we'll have Trevor on.
All right, great. Sounds good. We'll try to be there.
Great. I appreciate it, Chris. Thanks for
Right on.
thanks for
You guys have a
testing
good
this
night.
out. And we'll be in touch about class in April and see if that's something that you're gonna come to.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go for it. My wife will let me.
I'm trying to get Cody and Eric from Pixel Gaiden to come down too. I mean, it's a bit of a drive for, what's that, like 4 or 5 hours for you guys?
Yeah, about 5 hours with traffic mostly on the LA side.
Uh-huh. Oh, maybe you guys could all carpool or something like that. That might work.
That might be an option. The boys are just south of me by probably a 35-40 minute drive on a good
Mm-hmm.
day, and it's essentially the equivalent of going from one end of Phoenix to the other,
Mm-hmm.
and but it's en route to the LA area.
Oh, see, that'd be perfect. That'd be great to get the four of us together. Many beers would be imbibed if we did that.
Probably too many.
Did you hear their latest podcast where they're talking about the stuff that you and I sent them?
I did. I'm about halfway through this week's episode, and thoroughly enjoying it. I had a big smile on my face when they were drinking the Gran Turismo.
Yeah, good beer. I'm looking forward to going back there and trying some more of their beverages.
Well, I think if anybody was paying attention in chat, they've really tuned out now because it's become an inside baseball show.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Oh, well, it's just a test stream anyway, so.
Right.
Cool, man.
Apologies to anybody who stuck around for this.
Thanks a lot, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm going to disconnect you now.
All right. You have a good night.
You bet. So that's, of course, Mr. Toast on Twitter. If you're not following Mr. Toast on Twitter, follow Mr. Toast on Twitter. Yeah, I hear you. I do. I understand what you're saying about Amiga Kit on there. I've just read too many things about, slow service, things like that. And to be honest, occasionally it feels like the only way to get a fire lit under them is to get online and say something about it. And I absolutely hate that, but sometimes it's the only way to do it. And I actually got Matthew a little ticked off at me at one point in time because I called him out on something, like, hey, maybe look at it from this angle instead. And he wasn't amused. But I'll buy from Amiga Kit again. Like Toast was saying, they support the community, and they really are good people. I mean, they're really involved in this new Tabor project and this A1222 motherboard that I'm going to be talking to Trevor about tomorrow. But I'd say keep giving them a chance. They're good people. Ooh. You're really not happy with them, buddy. All right. Well, thank you guys, those of you that joined me tonight for my little test stream to make sure everything's going to work tomorrow. Please show up tomorrow. But I think I'm going to end the stream now so I can finish writing up my list of questions that I want to talk to Trevor about. So this is Doug from 10 Minute Amiga Retrocast, signing out. I've got to do that. It's just my thing.